Finally! The kind of power I've always dreamed of! Power worthy of Norman Osborn! I'm right at home here in the Kingpin's little museum. After all, I make killing an art. The sooner we get off this blasted island, the better. Whole place reeks of trouble, and not the kind I like getting into. You want to find those stones? Then let's go hunting. Our methods may be more extreme than these other so-called heroes, but we seek the same goal, to protect the innocent and to punish the guilty, especially Spider-Man.
We've got a long, weird history, me and him. Our bond goes back further than either of us care to admit. Sure, he may constantly threaten my life and the lives of everyone I love, but, you know, maybe you have a point.
This may be the worst day of my life. Except maybe when I came down with inoperable cancer. Or that time Wolverine stabbed me right through the face. Nope, this is definitely the worst.
Some weird energy readings just popped up on my map. Whatever they are, they ain't far away. Let's go find out.
I am Groot.
So many lies twisting through my brain!
Don't mind my sister. She can be a bit stubborn, but Medusa's heart is always in the right place. Once she understands what's at stake, she'll come around.
The Inhumans hide from no one. Our removal from Earth was a strategic maneuver for the protection of our people. Adelon may be among the stars now, but Earth will always be our home. I believe my king would agree.
A shame that so many judge us on our appearances and abilities instead of our actions, isn't it? But when you look like me, you get used to being hated and feared. First, we need to deal with Dormammu. That was no more than a shadow of his true power. He's the master of this dimension and can twist its dark magic to his whims. And it gets worse. In all my years, I have never felt such power! Finally, the key to victory is within my grasp!
If our plan fails, the blood of every being in this universe will be on your hands, Guardians! So I will gladly have your blood on mine!
The Kree were trying to save all of time and space from being ripped asunder, but you Guardians had to barge in and expose us all to those who will ultimately bring our destruction.
An old foe from back in the day was up for parole. Heard he changed his ways, so I came to put in a good word at his hearing. Tried to do the right thing and ended up trapped in jail. Story of my life. Wakanda has faced many invaders in its history, yet our nation still stands.
I have long shared a special bond with King T'Challa. If his people are threatened, I will always come to their defense.
Long ago, I was known as the deadliest woman in the galaxy. I earned that title and wore it with pride. If he steps out of line, it is Venom who should fear being on a team with me.
I have learned the hard way that being a hero means you must sometimes do the wrong thing in order to get the right results.
The raft is just the start. We track the strongest readings here, but the other Infinity Stones are scattered across the city. If they're on Earth again, you can bet Thanos won't be far behind. We can't let him or any other villains get a hold of the stones at any cost. The fate of the universe depends on it.
Of all the planets in the universe, for some reason, ours is the one that seems to be under attack most frequently.
When evil rises, the X-Men respond. As do you, it seems. Many thanks for that.
Hulk isn't just the strongest one there is, he's also the smartest. Why are we talking when we could be smashing?
What you see as a potentially perturbing problem, I see as an amazing adventure just waiting to unfurl. Some consider that to be my other mutant power. Beyond being devastatingly handsome, of course.
The spirit of vengeance never rests. Hope you heroes don't mind some help.
The stones twist the laws of nature past their breaking points. Using even one could force the universe into shutdown mode.
I imagine when Star-Lord and his crew used the Space Stone to travel to Earth, the other stones hitched a ride. I've already started scanning the area for other cosmic energy signatures. Hopefully we can find them before someone less heroic does.
I've been an Avenger since day one. There's no chance I'm jumping ship now, even with an evil robot army ripping up our home. I'm a monster hunter, dear.
So when a rift opens in downtown London and giant stone brutes pour out, it's my job to stop them.
You cannot escape the Black Order! Run all you wish! There is nowhere on this planet that is safe.
I have found a means to evolve machine kind beyond our programming, making humanity obsolete. Your time will come, Avengers, as soon as I exterminate this oversized pest.
I'll probably have to haul the big guy back to a shield hangar for dismantling. We definitely can't risk putting him in an unsecure location again.
It's not whether or not the world needs more than one Hawkeye. It's whether or not the world can handle more than one. And from what most of the Avengers tell me, this guy is already more than enough.
For now, I must hold the line and protect our home, while you attend to other matters. But once this threat has been vanquished, the X-Men shall stand with you.
I cannot access the tower's operating system either, Iron Man. We must act quickly if we hope to free Avengers Tower from Ultron's control.
You'll waste your breath and our time. Admit your defeat and die with honor.
It's not my fault you don't appreciate real showmanship. If you think you can defeat me, you are deceiving yourselves.
Must have been that weird mind mist of his. It altered our perception and made us think we were fighting against more supervillains, but it was really you. Not exactly one for the scrapbook.
I got a distress call from Spidey when the riot started. We were on patrol nearby, so we managed to get here right before the force field went up. Lucky us.
All the reality hopping stuff can get sorta confusing, even for me. All that really matters is that I'm here right now and I'm on your side.
While I appreciate the Inhumans' hospitality, the moon isn't exactly the warmest of places. There's a fine line between a safe haven and a prison. I'd love to say the Nova Corps has things under control, but I've never been good at lying when Captain America's around. We're in trouble.
Cortex is hub of nowhere. Allows for teleporting anything through space. We cannot let Black Order be controlling it.
One trip to the Collector's Museum is weirder than a million Manhattans. But still, there's something about the real deal that's kinda, I don't know, comforting. Sentinels run on a dedicated network. Once a single unit identifies a mutant target, it alerts all others in the area. Colossus and I will stay here to make sure the front of the school stays secure.
How about challenging me for a change? If you want to beat me, you'd better shape up.
Xavier and his brats had this coming a long time. The Juggernaut don't run away from nothing.
The Dark Dimension is a plane of reality corrupted by sinister energies. No one, mutant, human, or otherwise, should feel comfortable in this wretched place.
Back when the Russians brainwashed me into their personal assassin, they implanted code words in my memory to keep me under control. If MODOK found them, I won't be able to resist his commands.
'Tis my sworn duty to ferry Asgard's most honorable souls to the eternal paradise that awaits in Valhalla. But that final journey is not yet one thou art prepared to take, I fathom.
Even the gods fall, my child. But true heroes always find a way to rise again. I must rest and replenish the Odin force if I am to undo the damage Hela has done here in Asgard.
The crystals. I first witnessed their might in the hands of the Kingpin, and, as you likely recall, I sought my own in the Dark Dimension. Knowing you'd need many more for the battle to come, I drafted Hydra to gather them.
The All-Father chooses not to meddle in the affairs of mortals. On that matter, we do not see eye to eye.
I have seen my fair share of dark futures. What I have learned is that no fate is sealed until we choose it to be.
I've taken down a lot of targets in my day. Thanos certainly won't be an easy one, but we always find a way. I just hope we manage to do so before too many of us pay the price.
Something's not right. I can feel it in the air. Every bird from here to Jersey is on edge. I can sense it. It's almost like the whole city is pulsing with strange energy.
A war is won by fighting one battle at a time. As long as we have each other's backs along the way, victory will stay within our reach.
We can't stop now. There's no telling what the Kingpin has in store. Don't worry about holding back.
I got a tip that the Kingpin acquired some sort of amped-up crystal. Can't say for sure it's one of yours, but chances are good.
It's always nice to have a few extra allies in the eternal war against evil.
The hand deals in arcane magic. They worship a primordial beast that wishes to drag the world back to those darker days.
Lay down your lives for me, mortals, and I promise you an eternity at my side.
Such puny, worthless things you mortals are! Not even the All-Father could stop me! Curse you, Strange! Your soul will be mine! So swears DORMAMMU!
Even one stone grants me more than enough power to rule Adelon and the entire universe! Maximus will reign supreme!
Remember our deal, MODOK. You can have all the Wakandan secrets that big brain of yours can handle, as long as I get to take down the Panther myself.
Your ancestors were ahead of their time, T'Challa. Thank them for me when I send you to meet them.
We have come only to take the stones, but if you resist, we will take your lives as well.
There is nowhere to run. The Black Order shall not fail Thanos this time!
Is that all you've got, little ones? If you enter harder, I will!
You heroes lash out with brute force against those who threaten you intellectually! You cannot lock one as brilliant as I away in a cage! Dr. Octopus must be free to reign supreme!
Living one score to the next ain't really a life at all. I'd be doing just fine if it weren't for all you heroes.
Now that I'm out of that cell, I plan to stay out.
I climbed from the gutters of Hell's Kitchen to the top of the world. Now, with this crystal enhancing my power, this city will belong to Wilson Fisk.
Yes! Show me all the power you possess, and I promise I shall do the same.